the window seal breaks down, you get water in the corner, I can get my head around exactly how it comes apart before I actually touch the one on the car. Much better. Welcome to another episode of HK Resto. On this episode, I'm going to carry on with the work on my 1969 Holden HK Premier. It's been a little while, so I'll update you to where I'm at, what I've been up to, and what I'm going to do next. The last repair that I completed before I had a bit of a break on this car was this front sill section. So I'll put some clips in shortly of just what I've done to repair all this, but pretty much from here forwards is all new. Cut this section off the donor car, basically cleaned up all the underside, fixed the rust that was underneath, and then welded this section back on. So there was a couple of weekends work in that bit. That was actually a couple of months ago that I got all that done. It's like life gets in the way, things get busy and projects get pushed to the side, but got a bit of free time this weekend, so I want to carry on. So now that this piece here is done and I've finished off a couple other bits on the side, I'm going to move my attention back to the back end, which means a bit of rust repairs on the parcel tray. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but what I want to achieve is you can see daylight through here. You're not supposed to be able to see daylight through here. It's pretty common in these. The window seal breaks down, you get water in the corner, starts rusting the corners out. Water then tracks under here, sits, and then it just eats it away. What I've done is I've unpicked this section from the donor car. You can see this section here is pretty bad, but the actual lower section all through here is pretty good. And the parcel tray's unbutchered. So what I'm going to do is these spot welds through here. I'll drill out these spot welds, drill out these spot welds across the brace that runs through here, unpick just this panel, and then unpick that one, and then that one goes in there and that one comes out. Easy as that. But you can see there's a few little spots in here. So once I get this all unpicked, I can go through, probably just clean these up and spot them up with the MIG, tidy all that up. And yeah, I'll probably leave the boot hinge, probably just drill the spot welds out through here, and then I'll join the ones on the other car back through here. But it just means I don't have to unpick all that section. And the other thing is, once I start cutting all of this apart, I'm actually going to start on the mini tubs as well. So I just wanted to try and get this top bit done first. Even if I unpick it, get it all ready, take the parcel shelf out, which just gives me better access to do the mini tubs. And then once the mini tubs are done, then I can put it all back in again. But yeah, there'll be quite a few little repairs to do around the windows. So I'll just cut these sections out, fold up some little bits for there. Same thing on that side. The upper's pretty good. I've got to sand these back and melt all the lead out. You can see there's a bit of crap under the lead, so I don't want to leave any of this lead there. I want to take it all out, clean it. It'll probably just end up with the fiberglass filler back in before it gets painted. All right, first up is I want to start unpicking this one. Then I can get my head around exactly how it comes apart before I actually touch the one on the car. Well, I'll get set up and get stuck into it. Just finished drilling all those spot welds out. So you can see whole way along that bottom edge. Drilled them, so that's the type of spot weld drill bit. You can actually sharpen these ones as well, so as they get dull you can just touch them up on the bench grinder. Works pretty well. So drilled out the spot welds along here on the bit that I wanted to save, but the rest I've just chopped off. And then you can just go along, so I just gently pried it up with the wood chisel. And I only drilled through in one spot. But you can sort of see why these rust out so bad, because this inside edges, they're not even painted. So that's just all raw steel from the factory. You can see on here where they've blowed through a bit of colour from the underside. Yeah, that's why you have to go to this extent when you're fixing them, just by unpicking everything. So there's a little bit of rust in here, but it's much better than the one that I'm working with. You can sort of see up in here there's a little bit that needs fixing. So I'm just trying to decide now if I'm going to unpick this whole panel and swap it out, or just fix the bits that's actually rusted and just weld it. So I need to do a bit more investigating, because this side over here that's not too bad, it's got a few little pinholes, but it's definitely fixable. Yeah, I'll have a look and see if it's going to be easier to take the whole panel out and fix it, or just weld a bit in. So the last lot of spot welds I've got to drill out is just on this edge here, just to make it a bit easier and to hold it in place. Just put a couple screws into the workbench here so it's a bit more secure. So I'll go through now, drill these last couple spot welds out, and I should be able to unpick the parcel shelf from the surrounds. If you've ever drilled spot welds out before, there's something kind of satisfying about when you go through and it just breaks through the top layer, and then you can actually feel the two layers let go. It's the little things. She goes. So what I can do now is clean these surfaces up, drill out the spot welds on this bit and that bit there, and then these ones here will get drilled out, and then I'll reuse those braces that go down to the mini. Well, it'll have to get changed because when the mini tub happens these will come out a little bit, but I can use these and modify them to suit. So I think I'm gonna drill out the spot welds, take out that whole parcel shelf and just do it in one section. Fix these couple little bits of rust that are in behind here. Probably drill out the spot welds, even if I just cut this section off, fix that and then just weld that piece back on both sides, just so I don't have to remove the entire section. Should be a bit easier than chopping it and trying to weld it and planish the whole thing out again. I'll keep unpicking this one and get it ready. Other thing I'll have to do is when I cut this out of the donor car, I just slice these tabs off. So I'll have to make new tabs for either side. This is where it spot welds in up here. And I just sliced it off through here, but I can easily just weld a couple tabs back on to this one, just so that they can get plug welded back on when it goes back in. Other thing I can do is when I test fit it, I'll have a look if it's close enough that can just get stitch weld straight back on, but I'll figure that out when I get it in there. All right, I'll keep cracking on. Just spent a bit of time cleaning that up with the wire wheel, so it sort of shows the rust a bit better. So what I'm going to do here, just so I can treat all this properly, is I'm going to drill out these spot welds and that hold this on, and it just means that I'll have full access in behind there and I can just go through, and some of this I can just braze up, but other bits like over here I'm probably going to have to cut a section out and redo this, but we'll make it work. But I think it will just work out much better if I just drill those spot welds out, get that channel out of the way, and then I can really tidy it up. So you can see all the surface rust in under here. So that's that. When this was assembled, it's literally just cold rolled steel, no coating on it at all. So that's why these cars rust out so bad. One thing that makes this a little bit easier to put them back together once you unpick everything, just so you can guarantee everything goes back in the same spot. You can use Clecos, or you can use some little Phillips self-driving techs. So I'm probably going to put one each end and a couple in the middle, and that will go through both layers, so that when I go to put it back together, I'll have the spot welds, but I'll also have these as a reference point. Plus you can use these again to screw it together, hold it in place, and then you can plug weld it. I'll just leave them in there for now, but after I've drilled the spot welds out, I'll go through and take them out. As you can see, there is a fair bit of rust. It's underneath that. So I can clean this channel up. Probably just need to repair each end. One that's on the car is pretty bad as well. So I am going to pick myself up a shrinker stretcher. So might have to borrow a mate's bead roller and see if I can, might be a good practice piece to knock up if I have to make it. All right. I'll keep going with the grinder and get that all cleaned up. Alrighty, bit of an update of where I've got up to today. So, got this parcel tray all stripped out, all the spot welds drilled out, removed the lower channel, and the rust that was sort of hidden in behind here was almost as bad as the other one. So I figured I did start just doing a bit of a test piece to see how hard the 1.2 would be to fold around. I figured if I'm going to the extent of doing all the rust repairs on this one, why don't I just do it on this one? So what I've done here, so this is the window channel. So that sits in there like that. So I've gone through and drilled the spot welds out from underneath. Removed the channel, so you can see there's a bit of rust sitting in there. So this channel will need either completely remaking or a couple of rust repairs doing on it. Cleaned up the rust that was on that surface there, that's cleaned up pretty good. I've just put some masking tape over the top of where the area was rusted, so you'll see the blue tape there. So that is going to be my template for making a rust repair section for that piece. If I remake this, get that cut out, weld that piece in, weld it all back in, that'll end up being a lot less work than doing a rust repair on that complete section and then cutting it out and putting it in. So sometimes with these repairs you don't really know what you're going to find until you unpick the whole thing apart, and the direction that you have at the start of the day can change very easily by the end of the day. So this will be a pretty good solution. This fix all the rust in here, put it all back together, and it will be as good as new. So I do have another sheet of 1.2. This is actually 1.2 Zinfandel. So it's not as easy to shape as cold rolled, but it shouldn't be too bad. There's these little humps, so I'm only going to go to that edge and then I'll just weld through here, and then I can blend it back through, and then when I put this section back on, it'll all be hidden. And then once this upper panel goes on, well, the lower windscreen panel, you'll never see it anyway, so should work out pretty good. All right, I'll probably finish up here. Just a bit of an update of what I've been up to, and obviously I haven't touched this Prem much in the last couple of months. Just, you know what it's like, life gets in the way, everyone gets busy, and this one's just been pushed to the back, but I'll keep chipping away at it and hopefully get it done one day. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the work on the HK Prem, and I'll hopefully get another video out a lot sooner than what the last update was. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again. Welcome to another episode. It's been a while, so I'm going to